All right, it's a beautiful morning out here in South Florida, and we're in the garage this morning. Nice quick workout. I'm going to show you every little bit of it. So we got a barbell complex. We're going to do some row intervals, and then stick around at the end. We'll go for a walk, tell you a little bit about what's coming up in the next few weeks, what's going on right now. So if you're interested in that, stick around to the end. But right now, let's get after it. Saying, all done with that workout. So all right, all done with the workout, going out for a short little walk, and then we'll all be done. Workout was good at the barbell complex. Kind of hit the spot, didn't get as heavy as I really wanted. Of course, it's been a while since I've done something like that and built up, so I'm kind of happy with being able to hit 145. Had to kind of start reminding myself there at the end to drop down under the bar, make sure to lock my arms all the way out. And then of course, since I haven't been able to run, been using the rower a lot, and those intervals are a good way to just get some good aerobic in and still try to keep that VO2 max up. Might try to work in something like a 5K row at some point this week, just to do something a little bit longer with some endurance in it. Yeah, coming up, well, you know, I said in the video last week that pretty sure I've injured my leg, and yeah, still not quite positive whether or not it was like a calf strain or if it is shin splints, because it does feel more like it's in the back of my calf than it really does like on the side of the shin there. But it does hurt in both places, just it's not as noticeable on the front there at the shin. So either way, having to take some time off and rest. We'll see how that goes. It still is tender, so I didn't really try to run this weekend like I thought I was going to last weekend. I'm gonna give it another week. Still, yeah, I mean, I even felt it walking around the house this morning, drinking my coffee. So, I mean, it is what it is. Things happen, but I'm hopeful that, you know, one more week of rest will get me back to a place where I can, I mean, at least maybe start running, you know, like a mile a day or something the week after that. My goal in the fall is to run the Richmond Marathon. I think that's November 15th. And if I'm really going to do an 18-week build-up training plan, then I really need to start like mid-July. So, I mean, that's coming up quick. And I know I'm not going to be able to just jump right back into a 20-mile a week training routine. That's just going to hurt my leg again. So I'm going to need at least a week, 2 weeks to kind of slowly build back. I mean, even that, the first couple weeks of this is going to be more build up to, you know, regular mileage, you know, just during the week, kind of taking it nice, slow, easy runs, and then just making sure I get the long run in. So we'll see if I can get to that. I was also in the back of my mind thinking about doing an ultra in early February, one that I've done before back home in Virginia called Holiday Lake, 50K. So, you know, if for some reason this does kind of nag and I don't end up being able to get the full 18 weeks for Richmond, my backup plan at the moment is to just kind of pull back, do the half marathon in Richmond, and then still plan to do Holiday Lake. So either way, you know, I've got goals and we got things we're shooting for. But in the meantime, you know, we're just going to keep plodding along like we're doing right now. We'll continue to work on strength and just pounding out some CrossFit wads in the garage. And, you know, that can only benefit you in the long run. This is a mindset game. I'm just trying to keep a positive mindset, trying to think positively and not get down on myself. It's, I would really much rather be running at this point than, you know, walking around with a weight vest on. I started watching some interviews with Andy Glaze this week, which was probably not the best for my mental state at the moment, because it really fired me up to want to start running. And you know, I just can't do that at this point. But motivation to think about what I'm going to be able to do once I get the leg back to full strength again. And, you know, there's a lot of media coming out with the CrossFit Games coming up. So, you know, that's been a little inspirational too. Just being able to watch some of that and get out in the garage and clang and bang, throw some weight around. So either way, the goal is just to get out and move. You know, we're just trying to keep fit, right? We're trying to kick ass into our 90s. And that's the ultimate goal, regardless of what these small interim goals are. So that's the update for this week. You know, we're just going to keep putting out a couple videos a week, or I'm going to try to give you some workouts to do, show you some of what I'm doing to cross train while we're trying to rehab this tiny little injury, and let you follow along in the process. So I hope everybody's doing good. Remember to like and subscribe, please. Subscribers are growing slowly, and that's been encouraging to see too. Appreciate appreciate everybody watching, because the view counts are going up, gradually gaining some subscribers. And like I said, it's encouraging to know that you guys are out there, and it's given me some motivation to just keep pushing. So I appreciate that. I hope it's benefiting you guys too. So that's all for this week, and I'll see you guys next week. Keep moving.